What's up, everybody? Duke back again from sportsgamers.com with more great Madden 20 tips. In this tip, we're going to look at a great Madden 20 unbumpable route that's going to destroy man coverage, and it's going to allow you to torch a lot of the meta man-to-man press defenses you see in this game for, big gains, big touchdowns. So what I'm about to show you is actually a hot route that you can do from many different formations. I'm going to explain the type of formation you're going to need in this video. This is something I've done a lot this year out of running sets, because the running sets will force your opponent into certain types of run Ds that are mostly man-to-man based. So guys, if you like this video, be sure to give us a thumbs up, like the video, subscribe, and comment again. Make sure your notifications are turned on so you don't miss any of our great Madden 20 content. So let's get into what you're going to need to make this work. So honestly, more than anything, it's about the receiver. The receiver needs to have certain thresholds to make this work. So the things we're going to look at are the route running and the the release. So both of you want to look at first of all, I like medium and deep route running to be over 90. And by the way, so if you play an all pro, the thresholds are different than if you play an all Madden. So if you're playing on MUT, stuff like that, that's an all pro, the thresholds are actually 90. But if you play on all Madden, if you're playing like Regs Money Games on all Madden, or if you're playing in the MCS competitive stuff that's on all Madden, it's going to be actually 85. So I like to have my deep and medium route running, but for this in particular, deep over 90, as well as my release over 90 as well to make this work. And that's for all pro. But again, if it's all Madden, it can actually be 85. Now, another thing I want to tell you is when your players are not full stamina, their ratings can go down. So just because you need minimum of 90 or 85, depending upon what difficulty level you're playing on, doesn't mean that you don't want higher. Because say you just have literally 90 and your player's tired, his ratings could go down and then he won't meet the threshold anymore, and that applies to any sort of threshold. So keep that in mind. Just because a threshold is a certain number doesn't mean having it higher is not beneficial, because you have to realize when the players is here and stamina is an issue, unless you always keep your players at perfect stamina. If their stamina goes down, their ratings can go down as well. So what I'm going to look at is, like I said, it's a hot route, which I'll show you in a second. But you want to do this from certain types of running formations. Really, what we're going to need is a formation where our receiver is lined up off the line of scrimmage so we can send him in motion and motion snap the ball. What this means is hike the ball while he's still in motion. So he needs to be lined up off the line of scrimmage. And also you need to be able to motion him across the formation. So looking at some examples, we're in Oakland, the playbook that you can see that obviously would be formations that this could work with would be like formations like strong tight, I close slot, I H slot, I tight again, because you can see that all these formations have a receiver off the line of scrimmage and the ability to motion them across to the other side of the formation and hike the ball in motion to torch this man-to-man coverage. So guys, like I said, the reason why this is so effective is because when you get in these running sets, the stretch dive formations, you already know 9 times out of 10 you're playing a man-to-man defense like Storm Brave or Edge Blitz, with a press look. So, these are the best run Ds in the game, honestly. So when you can pop these for free big plays, it's, huge. So we're going to go ahead and look at the formation right here. We're in the slot, obviously. We're going to go ahead and play Edge Blitz. All right. So, guys, obviously the other routes in the play don't necessarily matter. Obviously it's beneficial to have stuff that you like. But we're going to find our receiver. We're going to put him in the slot because you see that this guy's off the line of scrimmage. This guy is on the line of scrimmage, so we need to motion the slot because he's going to actually let us motion hike. So the route that I'm going to look at is a comeback. And I want to shout out my boy, Evil Ken. He actually had been doing this to me all year long since we started playing at the beginning of the year. So I got this from him. So I want to make sure I can give him credit. He comes up with a lot of great offensive stuff each year. But basically, we're just going to send this receiver in motion, and we're going to put him on a comeback route once he's in motion, hike the ball once he's still in motion before he sets. And he's just going to blow right by the corner like that. He's not going to get pressed, and it's going to be a free touchdown. All you have to do is throw a bullet pass. That is it. I don't use any sort of pass lead. Now, one thing that I will tell you, and this is something else I got from him, is the quarterbacks that have that pass lead elite ability. And actually, Rodgers, I believe, has some sort of pass lead ability. But like the pocket elite like the Rivers has, you can actually, this is more effective with that. You don't need it. Like I said, you do not need that ability at all. But because here all I did was throw a bullet pass with no pass lead, and you can see when you hike the ball in motion like this, he just blows right by the corner, and the corner gets no press animation. He kind of gets left in the dust, just like that. You can see at this point I literally just threw a bullet pass. You see it's already on the way, like right about now it's on the way because I know he's gonna blow right by him. No no pass lead, just the bullet pass, and he catches it in his stride for, like I said, a free touchdown basically. But again, if you do have that pass lead ability, you can lead it up, and it even gets more separation. But like I said, you do not have to have it. As you can see here, it works fine without that ability. So yeah, this is super effective because, like I said, these running formations, as we all know, are so focused on stretch dive, the RPOs, etc. You almost have to play these man-to-man run defenses to stop them. So once you do that, you can find all sorts of, and like I said, it's just a comeback route. Like it's a comeback hot route. You can do that from any passing play. You can find other passing plays if you want to build that have other good routes you like to build around it. And the only thing is, like formations like this, where it's a slot receiver that you're sending motion, like the I-form slot, you can't, like, obviously the slot receivers don't get comeback hot routes right away. So what you have to do is you first have to motion him and then hot route him. But say like we were going to do it from like the strong tight, that is an outside receiver. So you could actually put him on a comeback route right away and then send him in motion. So again, there's lots of formations you can do it with. This is just something you're gonna have to practice the timing of the motion and the snap and then the throw. But it's pretty easy. It doesn't take a lot. Like I said, I've been doing this all year long. And from running formations when I see my opponents in these Ds, and it's really easy, and it's given me a lot of big plays and touchdowns. Without even having to do too much. It's a simple read. So I hope you guys enjoy this tip. Be sure to check out sportsgamers.com. If you want the best Madden 20 content and tips, we got something for everybody. Tips, ebooks, weekly memberships. Check us out. And like I said, hope you all like this video. Make sure you like the video, subscribe, turn your notifications on, and comment. And we will see y'all again with some more great Madden 20 tips.